OWWA as an institution of mutual benefit, parang tingin ko rito, mutual benefit, insurance, and the like, no? Parang gano'n, no? Would you agree, Madam Dinson?
Yes, Your Honor.
May we know, Mr. Chairman, right now, the trust fund of OWWA is 11 billion. May we know how much it was last year? And how is it growing as a trust fund? Ilang percent per year?
Last 2008, Your Honors, was 11 billion, 452 million, 158,945. In 2007, we had 10 billion, 554 million, 40,886. In 2006, we had 9 billion, 784 million, 914,000.
2006, how much? 9.14. Paki-point mo na lang, mas parang mas madaling isulat.
9.7 for 2006.
Okay, I think that's, well, roughly, Mr. Chairman, roughly this is growing, if we base it 2007, 2008, from 10.05
10.5 to
11.5. Ang growth niya in that year was about 15%, which is quite big, 15%. I don't know how they were able to reach that. But anyway, although in 2006 to 2007, the growth rate was not that big, growing from 9.7 to 10.5, that's not even 10%. Let's say it grows at 5-7% per annum. So at 10 billion, at a base of 10 billion, that kind of a growth would be from 500 million pesos to 1 billion pesos per annum, growing in spite of your expenses. How much were your receipts for 2008 and your disbursements for 2008? Disbursements with respect to assistance to members.
In 2008, Your Honors, our total expenses amounted to 2 billion 96 million.
And your receipts? Premium payments?
Membership fees, 1.3 billion. Interest income, 654 million. Subsidy income, 53 million. And then other income, 11 million.
So it would appear that for 2008, your receipts were lower than your expenses of 2 billion. Is this the usual pattern? Or 2008 was an unusual year? Because if that tumataas ang level ng trust fund nyo, but for 1 year, receipts were lower than disbursements.
It could be, Your Honors, that the interest rate given by the banks has been reduced from 8%, 9%, 8% to 5.5%.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to take up the need for the legal defense, legal protection of the OWWA members. Right now, this is being extended by the government.
It's the Department of Foreign Affairs for the legal assistance.
So, and are these the in-house lawyers of the DFA, or are they hiring local lawyers?
They have to hire local lawyers.
I see. Okay, Mr. Chairman, if, for example, as a matter of policy, we constitute some kind of a legal defense fund, or even not just legal defense, because sometimes the OFW is the complainant. So it can be for prosecution, to help in prosecuting the person who is the object of the complaint. Now, for something like this, how can that be constituted? Is it enough for a board approval of OWWA? Or is there a law that is needed in order to amend the charter of OWWA?
Your Honor, right now, RA 8042 provides for the Legal Assistance Fund, which is lodged at the DFA.
And how much is that?
100 million pesos.
100 million pesos. Is that a fixed amount or a percent of the OWWA Trust Fund?
No, it doesn't come from the OWWA Trust Fund. It's from the GAA.
From the budget. But can the OWWA contribute to that?
Right now, we have not been doing that because it's the DFA that manages that fund and administers when the occasion is requires the release of such fund.
Well, in that case, Mr. Chairman, I would suggest, as an initiative of this committee, since it is our objective to make sure that the agencies that we are overseeing would meet their mandate under the medium-term development plan of the Philippines, that this is something that OWWA should consider, not to depend on GAA alone, because OWWA is there for the protection of the members. And right now, if you divide the 11 billion by $25, this comes out to roughly about 8.8 million members. But these are members over time. Some of them are non-members anymore, and therefore
1.4 million.
Oh, you're right now 1.4, but over time, if we, by simply dividing 11 billion by $25, roughly, it's a rough estimate, 8.8 million OFWs pass through, in a way, OWWA as members. Of course, some of them are retired, some of them are already back permanently. Some of them may have decided to stay abroad permanently and are not anymore part of the OWWA system. So therefore, those who are not anymore part of the OWWA system, although they contributed money to OWWA, you do not expect to spend for them anymore. Ganon, no? So that means yung pera na yan, it's there for the future, which is the concept of Social Security. It's the new members who will be contributing. So, Mr. Chairman, what I'm saying is that as an initiative of this committee, maybe we can suggest to OWWA on its own to constitute a legal assistance fund in order to supplement the 100 million pesos coming from the GAA for the Department of Foreign Affairs. Because with this, OWWA, together with the DFA, can commission the services of the high-powered legal law offices in the host countries. Like, for example, in Hong Kong, maybe Baker McKenzie, in Saudi Arabia, etc., etc. The reason for this is that so there can be the element of intimidation also.
That's right.
Because if an employer will know as an individual, because the employer will just be an individual tangling with the law office that will be protecting the Filipino there. If I were Mr. Su of Hong Kong, I'm just an individual there, and I know that I'm going to tangle with this huge law office, I would have second thoughts in doing anything that would expose me to a possible legal case where I face quite a high-powered, well-connected law office that can probably deal with the nuances of legal cases in the host country. Now, I